So we're going to look over a couple of case studies today, and we're going to start with a case study from a bigger pharmaceutical organization that we've worked with in the past who really approached us to utilize our reach and to get a communication out in front of different payer stakeholders. So a little background on the project itself. So as I mentioned, this was a top 20 manufacturer who they were issuing a price change to their injectable drug product. So this was a HCPCS-coded or a J-coded drug product. And this price change was not happening at the beginning of the year or the beginning of a quarter. They kind of had to release this more on what we'd consider an off-cycle price change. And they really didn't feel they had the proper channel to get that information out in front of the health plans, in front of the payers, so that everybody was aware of this change that was coming. So they also lacked really the experience and the technology as well, since they didn't have a way to rapidly get this information in front of multiple payers. So that was the reason why they had approached RJ Health. What we were able to do is provide a payer communication through our payer advisory program, which is one of the solutions that we offer to pharmaceutical manufacturers. And really what this is, it's a concise communication with billing and coding information, but primarily driven by the actual event or the reason why that we were issuing a change in this case. So this particular study focused on a price change. So we were able to put together a documentation to get in front of payers through our distribution channel. So we not only are reaching the heads of departments and higher ups in the organization, we're really reaching even the claim processors, claim review, some of the operations staff. This is hitting policymakers, finance, all these different departments within the organization who work with RJ Health to make sure that this definitely gets picked up. So on a monthly basis, we issue anywhere from 50 to 200 code level price changes in our data. So it's very easy for a change to get lost. Also, throughout the time of the year, it depends. Certain health plans or certain payers may only update their pricing on a quarterly basis, annual, semi-annual, whatever that may be. So anything you can do to get that information of your specific product in front of them, I think it definitely helps. The last thing you want to do is have a change in your price, and if the health plans don't pick that up and they continue to reimburse at the old rate, if it was a price increase, now you've disrupted providers, and providers are not getting reimbursed effectively. If the price decrease, now your health plans may be overpaying for a drug. Either way, what it's likely to result in is a lot of resubmissions or provider abrasion and a lot of extra work that could hurt access to your drug product. These really is not isolated to just a price change as well. I just wanted to point out, the actual triggering event of a payer communication. It could have been a new dosing regimen was approved, a new indication was approved. All of these different things, health plans have policies in place to help control, the spend and the utilization of drugs. And, maybe you have a new age range approved for your drug, it's really important to get that information in front of them so that those policy makers can update their policies to allow access to that drug. Or maybe it was a new indication and we need to get new lists of diagnosis codes or ICD-10 approvable codes out, because they may have a PA in place that only allows certain diagnoses that drug was indicated for. So all of these types of changes are things that would warrant a payer communication to be sent out.